There's a kind of exhaustion that sleep cannot fix, a kind of fatigue that runs deeper than the body, beyond the muscles and into the field of your soul. It's the heaviness you carry even after a full night's rest, the tightness in your chest when the world feels too loud, the invisible weight of expectations, noise and pressure that no one else sees, but your spirit feels. This is not just tiredness. This is energetic depletion. In a world of constant motion, it's easy to forget that your energy has limits. You give and give, your time, your focus, your emotions. You say yes when you need to say no. You push forward when your spirit is asking you to stop. And slowly, almost invisibly, your energy begins to leak, not because you are weak, but because you were never meant to live disconnected from your center. You were never meant to run on urgency and noise. You were meant to live in rhythm, with breath, with nature, with yourself. And when that rhythm breaks, when your field becomes cluttered with everything you're holding inside, you begin to dim. Not just emotionally, vibrationally. Your thoughts get cloudy, your emotions feel too loud, your sleep is shallow, and your light, the part of you that once radiated with ease, starts to flicker. This is when you need more than rest. You need silence. You need to return to the one space that doesn't ask for anything, doesn't judge, doesn't rush. You need to step into the silence that knows how to hold you when you forget how to hold yourself. Because silence is not absence. Silence is presence. It is the purest form of energy healing. It is the sanctuary that allows your field to repair, your breath to deepen, your soul to remember who it is without the noise. Most people resist silence. They fill it with distraction, with movement, with noise, because silence reflects everything you've been running from, your fear, your exhaustion, your unmet needs. But here's the truth. What silence reveals, it also heals. When you allow yourself to sit in sacred stillness, something begins to shift. You stop holding your breath, you stop pretending you're fine, and slowly your nervous system exhales, your body softens, your field starts to cleanse itself, not because you forced it, but because you finally stopped interrupting it. This is the power of the silence ritual. It's not a performance, it's not complicated. It's a sacred pause that tells your soul, you are safe to rest now. You don't have to carry it all anymore. This ritual isn't about doing, it's about undoing, unclenching, releasing, letting the silence hold what your body no longer can. You see, exhaustion isn't always physical, it's energetic, it's emotional, it's spiritual. And while the world tells you to keep moving, keep producing, keep pretending, you have the right to choose something different. You have the right to turn inward, to unplug from everything that drains you, and to reconnect to the energy that sustains you. Because deep within the silence, there is a field of pure light. It's been waiting for you, not to be perfect, not to be strong, but simply to be real. The silence holds no judgment. It doesn't ask you to fix anything. It doesn't want your achievements, your explanations, or your smile. It just wants you to breathe, to listen, to return. This silence is your reset button. It's where the healing begins. And if you give yourself even 5 minutes, 5 minutes of honest stillness, your energy will begin to reorganize. The noise will soften, the pressure will ease, and that tired, dim part of you will remember what light feels like. This isn't magic, this is frequency. Your energy responds to presence, to softness, to intention. And when you enter the silence, your energy begins to heal itself, not by doing more, but by finally doing nothing. This is not giving up. This is giving space. This is where your nervous system finds safety, where your thoughts lose urgency, where your breath becomes medicine again. In silence, the soul speaks, and what it says is simple. Come back, come home. I'm still here. The silence ritual begins not with movement, but with a choice to stop running, a choice to sit with yourself, not to fix, not to perform, but to simply be. You don't need candles. You don't need music. You don't need the perfect space. You only need to create a small opening in time, a sacred pause that becomes your personal sanctuary, a place where no one is asking, no one is watching, and your soul can finally exhale. Begin by finding stillness. Sit or lie down, whatever allows your body to feel supported. Let the spine align naturally. Let the hands rest where they fall. There is no correct here, only what feels peaceful. Now gently close your eyes. Let the external world fade. Let your ears soften. Let your face relax. And bring your awareness to the breath. Not to control it, just to notice. Feel how air moves in and out. In and out. This rhythm has been with you since birth. It asks for nothing. It gives everything. As you follow the breath, let the mind begin to settle. It will try to wander. This is natural. Do not resist it. Gently return to the breath again and again, like waves returning to the shore. Now, with every inhale, imagine you are breathing in golden light, not from outside, but from the center of your being. With every exhale, release what is no longer needed. Thoughts, tension, expectation, let them leave through the breath like mist fading at dawn. This is where the ritual becomes real. The silence around you is not empty. It is alive. It is holding you. It is vibrating with intelligence. And slowly, your energy begins to respond. The nervous system moves from fight to flow. The mental chatter begins to soften. The emotional weight begins to lift. Your field, cluttered by days of stress and noise, starts to clear. Like clouds parting after a storm, like water becoming still again. This is not imagined, this is energetic law. When you return to presence, your vibration rises. You begin to notice subtle things, the space between your thoughts, the warmth behind your chest, the silence that feels like love. You may feel emotion rising, tears, gratitude, a strange relief. Let it come. You are not breaking, you are releasing, because silence is not just stillness, it is permission. Permission to feel, to rest, to exist without pressure. And in that permission, healing begins. Let yourself stay here. Let time dissolve. Let the body soften even more. And when the mind tries to rush you out, gently whisper within, I am safe here. I am allowed to be here. I need this. This ritual doesn't have to be long. Even 5 minutes a day can shift your frequency completely, because it's not about time. It's about truth. And the truth is, you were never meant to live in permanent exhaustion. You were never meant to carry more than your field can hold. You were meant to reset, to recalibrate, to return to your center again and again. The silence ritual is how you do that. It is not a luxury, it is a necessity, especially in a world that asks for your attention every second, especially when your energy is being pulled in 1,000 directions, especially when you've forgotten what peace even feels like. Silence is not disconnection, it is reconnection. It is how you listen beyond the surface. It is how you remember who you are without the story. As you remain in this state, imagine now a soft glow expanding from your chest. It's not dramatic, it's subtle, but it begins to fill your entire body with light. This is your essence, your core vibration, pure, calm, undisturbed. You don't need to become it, you already are it. You're just remembering now. Let this light spread outward, beyond the body, into the room, into your field. Let it cleanse everything. Let it touch the parts of you that have been tired for too long. Let it move through the memories, the aches, the places you've neglected. No words are needed. No effort is needed. Just presence, just breath, just trust. This is the silence ritual. This is your reset. This is where you begin again. Now that you've entered the silence, now that you've remembered how it feels to be fully here, don't rush out. Don't treat this as a task completed. Let this stillness stretch just a little longer. Let it infuse your breath, your thoughts, your body. because this is where the true shift happens, not in the silence itself, but in who you become after it. The one who emerged from this ritual is not the same one who entered. There is more space in your body now, more light in your field, more presence in your energy, and that space, it changes everything. It's in that space that intuition speaks. It's in that space that peace lives. It's in that space that manifestation becomes natural, because now your vibration is clear. You no longer need to control. You simply align. You no longer need to force. You simply allow. The silence has restored something sacred, your inner frequency. The frequency of peace, the frequency of balance, the frequency of clarity. And now you carry that frequency with you into your words, into your choices, into the way you respond to life. This is the true reset, not just a moment of calm, but a new way of being. Let this silence walk with you now, in conversations, in decisions, in breath. You don't need to sit in ritual every day to stay connected. The ritual has already awakened the connection. Now all you need is to remember. Remember that silence is always available, within you, around you, ready to hold you whenever the world becomes too much. So when the noise rises again, and it will, pause, breathe, return, not because you're broken, but because you now know the way home. Silence is not an absence. Silence is alive. It's the doorway to your light. And today, you walked through it.